So, just a refresher and a reminder at the same time. I did do the entirety of episode 3 off stream, but obviously I did record it. So if you were looking forward to it, well, looking forward to me playing it, it's up on YouTube already. It has been for like quite some days now. I think I did it last week. Yeah, last week. At the beginning of the week. So that's why it says episode 4 instead of 3. Alright, but I haven't done episode 4 yet at all, so. Oh wait, well, you can also see right here it says December 10th, so that's when I finished episode 3. Episode 4. I don't know how many episodes there are for this, but I'm assuming only 4? I don't know. Because most Ace Attorney games only do up to like 4 cases. Oh god, it's the committee. Oh, I might be a little bit big. The competency? I'd say he's fairly competent. Wait. Whoa, whoa, what is going on in this episode? What? What is going on in this episode? Oh my god, it seems like it's gonna be a really great episode and a very long one at that. Oh my god. Will you please stop pacing, detective? You're kicking up dust. I love the duo. I really do. Then sweep it off. No, Edward. You don't know for certain that they will. True. He sure did, actually. You said that I would be called to appear before the committee. Nothing more. Oh, gosh, who loves working with him, even though he keeps cutting his salary. And I thought you would welcome the prospect, detective. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less problematic. To become a defense attorney, huh? The circumstances of my father's death set me on the path to becoming a prosecutor, but I'd only been interested in the law to begin with thanks to my father as well, and his work as a defense attorney. Really, detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows, the next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments. I'd have been like, you know what, maybe, you know, maybe it's a good thing that maybe you're leaving. Maybe it means I can finally stop eating instant noodles. Alright. But you thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment. Ma'am? And who might you be? Florence Needler. Florence Needler. Florence Needler. It's gotta be a play on something. Sorta. It hurts hospital. Well, nobody here is hurt, so... Are you sure you have the right room? I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell us what you're doing here? Wait. I do too. And what exactly is that supposed to mean? I was the villain. No. Surely he's exaggerating? After all, that's the look I always give him. And nothing's happened so far. Oh damn. Thoughts on what? There's something about her... something familiar. Don't be ridiculous, detective. Be that as it may... Do I though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep if you ask me. At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity. It's going to come down to what you remember, but yes. Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember? Not a miracle worker. So hi, Ninja. And oh my god, chat's on the wrong side. Where do we even start? So she's only been in the hospital for a day. This one? No, I'm on the wrong side. No, you're on the right side. no way she really I can't. How can one person be so emotionally draining? And did you find anything apart from my business card? This pin! Hey! Is it really you? It's you, isn't it, Kay? Careful, detective. We wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression. You make it sound as if Kay isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Not that he's wrong, exactly. Will it make you change your mind of Noise Marte? Did you not see the tweet? Let me pull it up. It's not that I didn't want to, it's more that I couldn't. Yep, right there. Switching gears. Because I can't do it with my current mic setup. You don't use Twitter X? Oh, well. It's usually where I post announcements about streams. And if I ever feel like it, I post it in the Discord. So there you go. There's my reason. There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dressers or vaults, and... No, that's not what I meant at all. There's something on this part here. It has something to do with how Kay lost her memory. Please do, detective. You may be a great thief, but you never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured, you are no criminal. Oh, thank you for the headband. Perhaps we'd better leave it there for now. Well, that is... How do I put it into words? We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pin the only item on her person when you received her, Nurse Needler? Needler. I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us? Miss K. Faraday, don't worry, I'll make sure you blank precious thing back Rosie. A letter. It's addressed to K. Big building. It says something platform entry ticket. 404. Okay. Next, a ticket stub, and finally. It's a corsage, detective, and they're usually worn by women. I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance. Okay, but like, what happened to Little Thief? He never goes anywhere without that. Calm down, detective. I have an idea. Look closely at the ticket stub. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Kate was there for a date, like, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find? The only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps. It's not for a little while yet. We have time. That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay? Yes, thank you. I will be needing that particular service. Now then, detective, shall we get going? You too, Kay. How very kind of you, detective. Alright, I think it's time we headed inside. Huh? Huh? Oh my god, it's Penny! Ah yes, I thought as much. Forgive our intrusion. We'll get out of your way. Detective. Wait, this was the kid that we saw at the gallery in the last episode. Okay, no. I wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce. Speak for yourself. Okay. Does this place bring back any memory? Perhaps simply encouraging her to talk will help. Okay, please. Any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use. You have amnesia, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself. Nobody asked for your opinion, detective. I can glare if I want to.
Hold it!
I used to love places like this, though. There's a fence all around us, and it's plenty high. There's really no need to worry.
Hold it!
Well, this ticket stub says otherwise.
Hold it!
If nothing is coming to mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all? Go on. So it was raining. She was underneath the cherry tree. She saw something red from where she stood. But what? No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we could explore it further.
Hold it!
This something red. Can you tell me any more about it? What can we see nearby that's red? Was it the concession concession stand over there, perhaps? And then what happened? That's alright. If you could just add what you've told us to your testimony.
Hold it!
The stand in question is the one behind you, correct? Tell me something. This person you keep mentioning, did you not see their face? Or did you simply not know who they were? So all we have to go on is a person walking toward her from beyond the concession stand. And the fact that she saw this from beneath a cherry tree.
Hold it!
It doesn't have to be related to how you lost your memory, but if anything floats up at all, just say it. If you're hungry, you only have to say. I have to get something out of her now. I mean, I thought I pressed everything though.
Hold it! Hold it!
Yeah, I could've swore I like pressed everything. Like, what else do you want me to press, bro?
Hold it!
Oh wait, do I have to present something? No. Right. Alright, I'm supposed to look at these. Alright, I'll make sure you get your precious thing back, Rosie. Well, she's up beyond it, but there's nothing beyond it though. Do they want me to present something? Is that it? Oh, why did my shoulder pop? Oh my goodness.
Objection!
Oh, there we go. Because I'm like, she's like, beyond! And I'm like, but there's nothing beyond. What do you mean? You say that you say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand, and that they were walking toward you? Are you sure it wasn't a ghost? But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have to have been floating in midair, hundreds of feet above the ground. So how on earth could it have been a person? Hey, come on. Oh, I see. She was on the side of the concession stand. It's like, let me pull it up. So like, so she was saying she was under the cherry tree, so she probably was at some point, and then she probably like ran over to like hide behind the stand. And then the person in the coat was walking towards the stand. And she fell off the stand side. There we go. We got one piece of the puzzle together. A person in a red raincoat who could walk on air? And who supposedly pushed her off the building? None of this makes any sense. Not the least of which, nobody could fall from this height and survive. Oh, police? Oh no. Oh, a body? Whose body, exactly? Huh? Huh? Oh god. What is going on? And that is definitely, well, okay, maybe her name could be gay. Her name could be gay as well. Because there are a lot of people out there in the world who share the same name. Wait, this room. Officer, isn't this? I knew that they'd move out of the prosecutor's building. I had no idea that they'd come here. Alright. I heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be? It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name hurts. Is she? This old... You're supposed to say this old fogey. Woman is the head of a hospital? How did she do that? It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert. Wait, please, we... Huh? Why did she hit her grandma? Huh? What does it matter as long as we have permission to investigate? Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? Alright, let's get to work. That's what we're looking to figure out. But don't worry. You're the Kay we know. I'm certain of it. A Kay who lost to memory, and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this case will be the key to restoring our Kay's memories. I'd stake my life on it. Please don't do that. Alright. An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. It almost reminds me of a certain legend. Round table. No, no, oh god. Further and further from the mark. But I'll refrain from rubbing his nose in it for now. For now. For now, you know, for now. And the committee only just moved. It must have been quite the undertaking. Well, if we run into the chairman, I'll be sure to ask if there's more heavy lifting to be done. I was joking too, Detective. But why were you planning on taking the stairs? True! Like, I'm pretty sure they have... Oh, damn. The hell? But yeah, I'm pretty sure they have, an escalator. Elevator. Nice, neatly arranged bookshelf stretching off into the distance. Quite a pleasing sight, don't you think? If only you approached your actual job with the same level of rigor. Alright. Intimidating? What could be more welcoming than a good book, Detective? Something tells me that if I don't stop him, he might very well start running around and around. I mean, yeah. If things had gone as they were meant to, I'd be standing at this podium right now. Although it would have been that much harder to investigate had my badge been taken away. Best thing I can do right now for all parties involved is to get to the truth behind the incident. Alright, let's look at this big ass puddle of blood. Oh my god, I'm stepping in the blood! It's a statue of the goddess of justice. She's not that kind of goddess, Detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword retribution, and the blindfold shows her impartiality. There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it has spread, I'd say this was where the victim was killed. Really? I can only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. Yeah, pretty much. The goddess of justice stands in judgment over the committee's proceedings against corrupt prosecutors. And if I'm not very much mistaken, it's a Paul Halik original. Really? Paul Halik comes back, guys. No matter how murky his name or morals were, there's no denying his skill. This is a genuine work of art. Both? I don't know about Halik, but Larry is definitely eccentric. Wait, what? Larry catch a stray, man? Like, bro literally did nothing and he caught a stray. Alright. Excuse me? Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room. Interesting. It's not just anybody can enter. In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been... my hearing, which would be underway right now if it wasn't for this. Oh. Who is this? Francisca! Francisca, bestie! What's she doing here? Franziska von Karma. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma, and a prosecutor like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol. No, I thought she was supposed to be abroad. So is this an Interpol investigation now? Right, that's what I'm saying. Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes? So the smuggling ring is involved then? Right, and you don't need to know. I see, she means to be as helpful as ever. In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind. This is going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Franziska, I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see that body up close. We'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay. Please, Franziska, please. Thank you. You won't regret it. When I grill you later. Yes, we love the siblings. The siblings, not siblings. Not siblings. I just love her confidence, man. Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps. Try not to get fucked. I'm trying! Unlike me, was on the verge of losing my badge. True. Oh man. Okay, what is this candle? Candelbra? I don't know how it's pronounced. I think we already knew that, Detective. RK is standing over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit. Perhaps, but for now, she remains unidentified. The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? I'll scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay, what is this? Oh! They stabbed her in the side with the— ooh! Ooh! I feel like it hurt. Ooh. A three-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Puncture wounds that could have well been made by these spikes. A candelabrum. No! Not quite, detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words. Who does that in this day and age? Okay, but is there blood on the bottom of it though? Because she also has a wound on her head. The victim's hair is caked with blood. What the hell is that on her hand? What the hell? Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. The corsage. Something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric. Okay, but what the hell happened to her hand? It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point. No, the scar's too old for that. I would imagine it happened some time ago. She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Is she huge? The question we should be asking is, what does it open? Which, valid. That is a very valid question. It doesn't look as if there's anything in the chest pocket. By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp. You never heard of a change purse, detective? I give up. Alright, check gloves. Pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its lapel. This jacket. The buttons are on the wearer's right-hand side. Not on women's clothing. Additionally, the buttons would be on the left. This is common knowledge, detective. Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, what's this in the pocket? They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim. This book. Aww. Remember when Kay was little? Dang, she was adorable. Indeed. Never take things from a stranger. Never go anywhere with a stranger. Book of vows made by a child to her father. What exactly is it doing here? What? Evidence went missing from police custody? What could this mean? And why did it turn up here of all places? You there. What do we know about this notebook officer? So that's how she became Kay. Only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity. Well, clearly she's a prosecutor. Clearly. I mean, prosecutor, committee lady, same shit. Oh my god. Okay, do they want me to like... Oh, do I have anything for L? No. Wait. Do these go together? Okay. I would imagine that the victim's keycard probably grants access to this room. Wouldn't you? So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely. Indeed. Wait, come on. We gotta do some stuff. Okay.
Eureka!
Judging by its appearance, I'd say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim. Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison. You do realize that doesn't paint Kay in a very good light, right? If the flower belonged to the victim. See, that's what I'm saying. Nevertheless, we lack evidence to disprove such an assertion. For better or for worse? I mean, for better or worse, yes. It seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim. Indeed, I don't believe the Kay we know could have done something like this. Ugh, I know that voice. Oh my god. I want to see what Franziska says about him. I hope she roasts this guy to his next life. And Verity. You knew the victim? Thank you. Oh my god, she's already on a roll. I love that. Why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with it. Okay, so she's a defense attorney? I see. That would explain the key card. So you're the lead prosecutor? Just say it. Say it. You're wasting her time. I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room. Hello, Francisco. This isn't a game, Mr. Witter. See you next. You know what? This old lady can be funny sometimes. I like it. See you next, Steph. I'm sorry. It's just so funny. So, that happened when she fell and died. I mean, when she fell after she died. Oh. No, that would be a tragedy. Wait, did it say Hilda? Oh, oh. I was like, I thought her name was Rosie. No. You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object. Loudly and forcefully. No, your conduct is questionable. Judge Gavel, Eustace, if you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield. Not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations. Oh. That's... Okay. That's it? And if Detective Gumshoe was saying that, you know it must be bad. Yo. I can't. Drew. Because we know Gumshoe's like bottom of the barrel in terms of like intelligence, but if even he is saying something stinks, jeez. Asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you have explained exactly nothing. My deductions are acts of divine intervention, you know. Rebut. Oh. Look. Irrelevant. Irrelevant.
Hold it!
Oh, really? And what was it she was trying to steal?
Overruled.
No, that, be necessary. Please, Mr. Winner, continue. Maybe this?
Objection!
No, it's not that.
Overruled.
He's like absolutely useless without Gavel. Oh no, I went back. I didn't mean to do that.
Hold it!
And you have proof that it could only have been Kay who committed the murder. I love how he just so confidently said nope. Then might I suggest you try looking into other possible suspects with all due haste? For that, I believe, would be the winning approach here.
Overruled.
So you're accusing Kay based on that alone? A little tenuous, even for you. It's alright, Kay. The truth will come out. I promise. I just need you to give me some time. How do you intend for me to prove it? I mean, maybe key card? It's like, how do you suppose she got the key card, I guess? Like, I feel like I'm on the right track, I'm just missing something.
Objection!
Right? Maybe not that statement? Nope, nope, nope. Oh my goodness. Proof that she couldn't have done it. Nope, it's not it either. It's only the first one and I'm already struggling. Did I present the key card to this? I feel like I'm like bashing my head against the wall right now.
Objection!
That's not it either. Oh my goodness.
Overruled. Objection!
Not it either. Oh my goodness. I'm about to lose all my stuff. I'm trying to think, what could it be? What the heck is it? I feel so lost.
Hold it! Objection! Overruled! Hold it! Objection! Overruled! Hold it! Hold it! Objection!
Oh my god, I've been muted this whole time. Oh no! I've been yapping this whole time. No! Wait. Wait.
Objection!
It had to be one or the other. I should have went with the body thing. So the victim kept the most vital clue of all closest to her heart. How very touching. I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor. Or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you. Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead. Yeah? Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket. Indeed, 3 puncture wounds to the chest and yet not one to the letter. Miraculous, no? Explain that one, Go Bell. Well, Judge Cavell, how do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter. It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter.
Objection!
Whip him again! Yes. Even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter is stained with blood, which suggests it had been indeed placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report. Not unless that report was given by you. She said nope. No objections? No objections. Good. Then allow me to continue. So, we have established the existence of a second suspect. Whoever it was would have needed a keycard. Judge Cabell proposed that the killer entered the room together with the victim. Oh, are we doing a throwback to Rise from the Ashes? Spoiler. My bad. Spoiler, my bad. But what if there is something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself?
Take that!
No. She said, I don't know.
Overruled!
I will do no such thing. Kay is innocent and I can prove it. Oh. The thingamablib.
Take that!
Looking at the keycard record provided by Judge Cabell a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. But you will note that someone else's keycard is also listed. Was my keycard really? Perhaps not, but that's also not the... Ugh, I used to know how to say this word. Exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Plus you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague.
Overruled! Objection!
I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had.
Overruled!
Now perhaps you'd care to tell us why? My hearing. She must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me. Relieving me of my badge. Who in the... What in the... Where in the... Ew. Hmm. Winner? Uncle. Girl. And I bet she did. Yo, young Francisco was so adorable. I want to spoil her rotten. Bring your pops to work day. Harmless old man. I sincerely doubt that. Because we all thought the main culprit at the end of the first investigation was pretty harmless. Turns out he was not. Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am. Excelsius Winner. Okay. Idiot boy. Damn. In your own silly way, damn. Like father, like son, I suppose. Though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool.
Objection!
You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about the letter?
Objection!
No, I want to see her whip him some more. Cause that boy talked too much for knowing a lot about nothing. We are prosecutors, and it is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. But I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or motive. Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us. Huh? Okay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. What in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. Become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. I mean, you know a defense attorney. You could just ask Phoenix to defend her. But now, my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Damn. Just call her a dear friend. Acquaintance is so offensive. You guys been through thick and thin together. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here.
Hold it!
Judge Cavell, a moment please. I'm returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer. You're still a detective, Gumshoe, what do you mean? I have one duty and one duty alone. Pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free. I'll carve my own path, what I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here.
Objection!
Say what you will, Francisco. You won't change my mind. Oh, again. He's not leaving you, Francisco. He's just taking a little break. Wait, Kay. Don't go. You said you stay right where you are. You stay right there. I'm not a prosecutor anymore. There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. Damn. Ugh. Why does he look like that? Why is she so distressed over him just giving it up? Isn't that what she wanted? What is her deal? Oh, he's gotta pack everything up. No. Okay. She's not here either. Where are you? Hey, Eddie. Oh, whoops. I had a line there. What are you doing here? Has something happened? They're reporting it on the news already? Well, actually... This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere, all alone and without her memory. I thought she might have come here, but... I think I don't know that, and I'm out of places to look. Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. However, Kate isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for a short while. But she never harm a fly, let alone another person. It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs. Oh. He's so right, though. Like, man. He must have been so heartbroken when he heard Gregory died. Like, I'm pretty sure Gregory is, like, more than just his boss. I was, like, a good friend of his. Maybe even, like, best friend. No, I don't know what it's like to, like, lose somebody very close to you. But I can only imagine how devastating it is. Oh, man. Gregory should have lived, man. Why'd they have to kill him? It's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building. Very funny. Fender truly is a force of nature, all on his own. The sun's sure set quickly. The first step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory. And do what we're good at, huh? Suppose I should be grateful there's at least something we can do. Hi, Gar. What are you two doing up here? You needn't worry about me, Dr. Hertz. I'll be just fine. As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs. No injections, thank you. Unfortunately, a job a day does not keep the world's troubles at bay. Looks like a TV for showing announcements from various companies in the big building. At the moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. What am I standing here for? Steel Samurai isn't on today. Parting clouds? Is it named for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here? I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely. True. You can insert a coin to take a good look at the distant landscape for a few minutes. They absolutely would have been all over this. The KI I know anyway. But for now, I'd better focus my powers of observation on this rooftop. Can I look at... Thank you. Pegasus, the winged horse of legend. No wait, isn't that a horn on its forehead? So, it's a unicorn? No, that can't be right either. Alicorn! Unicorns still have wings. Hmm? What's this? There's a little plaque there at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradictions. And that'll teach me to bother engaging with such things. There actually is a word, it's called alicorn. It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom. According to what Kate told us, she was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell. So the person in the raincoat that Kay saw closely approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here. The railing is chest high. You'd have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough too. She hid in a tree. Okay. That would make you a criminal, okay? Perhaps he meant to say, laying low. Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly on a suspect haunting the site of her supposed crime. Surely you understand that, even in your current state. On top of which, while you've been playing hide-and-go-seek, I've been worried sick and frantically trying to find you. Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here? Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness? What? Oh dear. Didn't plug it in? Ooh. A forgetful ass. There's one thing you haven't lost, you know? Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the Kay I know so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me? Not now, Fender. No. Ooh, mama. Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us. You can hardly make things any worse for me at this point. True. I mean, he doesn't have a job anymore, so... And I will. Believe me. True. Oh, the family office. Oh. Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know. We'll have to find a way to slip past the press. Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate. Oh, it's so good. That's so good. I guess they're still working the committee chamber. The report is right. You can see people moving around. Hey, something's very wrong with this picture. Not exactly the 50th floor now, is it? Right? Yeah, it's not exactly the 50th floor.
Eureka!
Question. How many floors does this building have? Exactly. Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform. But it actually appears to be located one floor below that. Clearly contradicting the supposed facts. Yes, and there appears to be a hidden 51st floor. Good, then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead. It'll still be easier than trying to enjoy your so-called jokes. Looks like this is being broadcast live, which means we're looking at the big building in real time. I don't think so. The camera is far away enough and it's just dark enough that I think we'll be safe for now. At least it better be. Okay, spotted. Things will go from bad to worse before we know it. Yeah. Alright, so what's on the 51st floor? Just make sure I looked at everything before I talk to her. The beak and wings of a bird, and the body of a lion. I guess these statues are meant to guard the peace of this little rooftop haven. I have to say, they're incredibly detailed, almost frighteningly so. Instead of feeling welcomed, I wonder how many people have been scared off by these instead. Alright. Do I have anything to piece together? Okay, I don't. How about we go over what you remember one more time? Can you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat? Mm-hmm. The moon. So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. That's new information. I should keep it in mind. There is? It could be the clue we need. Alright, just let it float to the top of your mind and say whatever comes into your thoughts. A captivating memory, but sadly one that has nothing to do with the case. It's very gay. That's a very gay. You used to say you were the second great thief Yatagarasu, a noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth. Do you really not remember any of that? Not a noble gay, a noble outlaw. Still, I suppose you got halfway there. Alright. Okay. I was a little worried that it wouldn't fit. I came back over what Kay has said. The person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite the stand. She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder. But when we checked just now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Yet Kay claims it's currently in the same spot in the sky as on the night of the incident. This throws the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may have become confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would have never survived the fall. And therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did. You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing. Because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale. But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we might have missed something. Oh jeez. It couldn't have fallen over the railing. So where did she fall? There must be a clue around here somewhere. We finally get to look at it. What's this? Fender. The ground here is covered with cherry blossoms. Even though the tree's not in full bloom yet, the strong wind up here is blowing the petals right off. It would have been nice if they thought to tidy up just a little though. I guess I have to put in the gator. How has no one noticed a floor? How has no one noticed a floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform until just now? That's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open go unnoticed by people. It seems a bit implausible, which can only mean the 51st floor is no ordinary floor, and it can't be reached by ordinary means. Indeed. Consider, if you will, the hatch we found by the cherry tree. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps? What is this place? Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell. Yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. We have a red ring-coated figure who can walk on air to account for, among other things. We have pretty much exhausted everything up here, and it can't hurt to take a look. Emma! Emma? What are you doing here? Oh, before she got older. I love it when they bring back characters, man. So good. This is Emma Sky. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. My controller died. Hold on. totally did not drop my controller on the floor. She's a high school student, currently studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. The younger sister of a former superior of mine. We've also stood in court together. Your patch fell off the big building and he was in a man's suit. Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? And you're back again already? Then shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around a crime scene? That's not an actual language, Emma. I'm not. And to say it's complicated is an understatement. Nope. Perhaps we should head down below? I'll explain there. I'll explain later, Emma. Come on, time to go. Trust me, I'll explain that too. Oh my goodness. Getting more convoluted by the minute. I'll do a little bit more. Yes, question marks. Watch your step, Emma. Make your way down slowly, Kay. I don't want you to slip. Is this the smuggling ring? Hey! Guys! Remember? Okay, I mean, you guys probably don't remember. Oh, I see. Thank you for the stretch! But guys, remember the whole switcheroo thing that happened in Zhongfa? So this is where they hide all of the smuggled stuff. Oh, and that's where the mask. Oh my goodness. So this is where people come to buy like the stolen stuff. Oh my god. We finally found the smuggling ring. This is? Oh, she probably hit her head on the statue. Ooh. That is pretty hard. We'll need to take a careful look over all these items. I did indeed. Where to even start? It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma. I'm not an attorney or a prosecutor anymore. Well, if you're sure. And you, Miss Sky. Actually, I do too. It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further. We should look around up here first. Thank you, Kay. I'm up. Very well. Then let's begin. Oh my god, we found the smuggled stuff. So I'm guessing this is like in yen. So this is like... So I think they said like 100 is like equal to like $1? I mean, not $1. $10? Maybe? I think. So this would be like $24. This would be 840. So basically it's like just take off a 0. I believe. So yeah, $24, $840, $670. All the masks. 5,000. Jeez. But obviously, you know, in like real world stuff, like sometimes the yen is not strong. So obviously, like $1 would be like a lot more in yen. Not a fan of horror movies, I take it. I think you mispronounced terrifying. This one.
Eureka!
He was carrying a Jammin Ninja mask when she was found, but it looks like it might have originally come from this hook. As you put it, not a crazy hypothesis, but why? Because she's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions. Edgeworth, you remember that? Right, the statue. Not exactly. It's just something from a case I worked on. A piece of evidence. I believe it's called the Alfred statue. And there were 2 of them. A real one and a fake. Whichever one this is, it shouldn't be here of all places. And they brought back a lot of heart. My eyes. Stop that at once. Oh, it's you. Who are you calling a low-down dirty jerk? This is a lot of hurt. A photojournalist by trade, we've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. It's hard to forget, and even harder to get a word in edgewise with. I didn't make the best of impressions on her either. It didn't hurt to try, I guess. But we're probably better off leaving her alone for now. known as the Alfred statue. The Alfred statue. It's just like Edgeworth to misremember things. What are you muttering about? Hey! They took the head from... They took the head that fell off from the studios? Oh my god. That's crazy. Piles of banknotes just left out for all to see. A little tasteless, wouldn't you say? Please, Emma. I don't even want to think about it. Manfred. There are 4 male figures acting as legs holding up the tabletop in the center. It's hideously cringy, and it doesn't even have the good decency to be camp enough to loop back around. No, I can't think of anyone related to any of my investigations with such ostentiously awful taste. I don't know if I said that right. At least I don't think there was. Looks to me like it was put there deliberately. Rather like it's on display, to be honest. Someone's starting to sound like a certain great thief. I don't mean to contradict you, Emma. But isn't this just a box for storing clothes in? The wood is imbued with a natural repellent that keeps moths away. Still not prepared to let go of that particular part of your hypothesis, I see. Are they like referencing like a bunch of stuff from like old Ace Attorney cases? Like the little dancing thing from Rise from the Ashes. Like I said, this is from like a Phoenix Wright case at the studios with like Will Powers. And this desk, I don't know, maybe it's I don't really know, because it looks like a prosecutor's desk, doesn't it? Kind of. This one, I have no idea. I can't really remember anything. Unless this is, the Matt on guard case. I'm thinking this one is like the Pearl case with Eenie Mimey. Oh god, their names. I hate them. And then that's the car from Investigations with Lance and getting his girlfriend involved and stuff. Yes, I remember all of the Ace Attorney, well, most of them anyway. I guess you can say I'm a die-hard fan. Oh my god. Is there like cat hair on my nose? Oh my god. Goddamn cats. Oh, I think that's like a, one of the suits from the... Oh, I forgot what it's called. But basically, like, a suit of this. The Blue Badger, there we go. The Blue Badger suit? Is that also from that case? And that looks like Steel Samurai back there? Is that the thing that Jack wore? So wait, are they taking evidence from cases and selling them off? That's crazy. Yo. Yes, they are, because the suitcases was also used in the airlines case. Oh my god. They are selling evidence. That's insane. I think it's the actual one. What is this? Case files from various murders. What? Which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. Yeah, like, I literally just started, like, realizing what was going on. They are basically selling evidence from cases. That's insane. I don't remember that mannequin, though. These are. If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. What are they doing here? Can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department. When the case is ongoing, yes, but once the last trial has finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct, unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere. There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look at it all. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them. Yes, but judging by how the numbers are written, and by the items themselves, I guess these are prices. Oh, is that the perfume bottle that was used in Kay's dad's murder case with Callisto Yu? The prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. Let's examine all these in detail. Remember Callisto Yu? The small bottle. One I've seen before. Very cute cinema roll you got there? Yeah! It's a free asset. I've had it for a while now. Haven't used it in like ages. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use it today. Well, no. What more did you want me to say? Next time, try taking those kinds of notes in silence. Safe? I can't even look at the safe. A bottle of ink and a lantern. Both pieces of evidence from a previous case of mine. It's not as if any of it was in my possession for any length of time. The duration of the case, and no longer. Perhaps this is all nothing but a coincidence. I must always face up to the facts of a situation, however strange they may be. Isn't that what scientists believe too? I don't remember this case though. Something that used a lantern and ink? Unless it's from that one? Yeah, I don't remember some of these. Indeed. And look, there's an outline in the dust on top of the cloth. I say something was probably sitting there until quite recently, wouldn't you? Well, I might have an idea. Star-shaped outline. Do we have a piece of evidence that will be connected? Do we? I guess we do. I certainly don't know. The second fave character they're selling is invisible air. The Candelabrum. Wait, is that from the haunted house?
Eureka!
The outline in the dust matches the bottom of the candelabrum exactly. I'd say there's a very strong chance that this is where our murderer took it from. Candelabrum. No, candelabrum. Certainly seems likely. That's not our concern right now. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from this storeroom. Yeah. Okay, but I don't know where this would be from. Ugh. What is this? I don't remember this. Maybe there are cases. Wait! See, I was right! It is the blue badger outfit that Lance wore. Oh, give me a second. Oh my goodness, they're finally gone. No, because, like, literally the police, them and their sirens were, like, literally, like, right next to my window. Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. Doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room either. One thing, it doesn't have a price tag. So why is it here? It's got Booba. That's the stuffed animal we found at Ward Lake. It is? Oh yeah. You should be in the possession of the prosecutor in charge of that case. So how did he wind up here? He is. He never had it in the first place. At least, not as far as we ever saw. That robot doll is really creepy. Now that I come to think of it, why would anyone give the president a broken toy to begin with? It would seem so, much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases? Somebody, clearly. Price tags are proof of that. It's actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai, and the Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. I can't imagine the pressure that must have put him under. More than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you can sense it nonetheless. A certain tragic refinement. He's so into the Steel Samurai, it's adorable. Of course. Yeah, can't look at the safe though. Let's look at this. It's the head of the great Mrs. Monkey. Remember the case well. But how did they even get it up here? Don't be ridiculous. As if I'd ever make such a mistake. You did, sweetie. You did. It's not Miss Monkey. I mean Mrs. Monkey. Oh, do I have to put these together? The Iron Infant. That was a monkey? Yes, it was a monkey. I know. I also had the same exact question when I first played the Phoenix Wright game that had it in it. I was like, that's a monkey? That's not just some like character? You've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags along with a huge pile of cash. I think it's pretty clear that somebody has been running an illicit trade in judicial goods. I think it might be, but we'll need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here. An eyewitness, huh? I guess that would be Kay? No? Why exactly are you here, Miss Hart? If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out an illicit police evidence trafficking scheme here in the storeroom. What? So all the items here. So the auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence? Was there anything else on sale apart from the items of evidence in this room? In what way are shady artworks regular exactly? Having been up here since yesterday, I assume you witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then? Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for the hydrate. Don't you love it when characters talk? They go... Ding ding ding. Yeah, it's fun. Also not a word. The alphabet statue. And how many participants were there? Are you sitting here telling me that the committee is holding illicit auctions on evidence? No way. That's crazy. Yo, everybody's in on it. Oh, bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. Oh my god, that is crazy. Everybody in the committee. Oh. Okay, maybe not everybody in the committee, but maybe a good few. You did it? And where were you? So you were hiding behind the statue from the very beginning. You mean the elevator remained in the room beneath? Did you catch sight of who was in charge? I wonder who this ringleader is. I'll have to ask her some more. You mentioned a ringleader. Can you tell me any more about them? I see. So you don't actually know anything about them. What were they wearing? Did you see that at least? They were wearing one of the masks? Which one? Zervin? What kind of name is that? I think you might be better off asking who has. So you didn't get a glimpse of their face at all. Alright. Okay, but what if she was like dressed in somebody else's clothes? No, I'm kidding. You said that the ringleader is wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower, correct? Is this the outfit you saw? All we know is that she is the victim in the case we're investigating. Rosie Ringer, Rosie Ringer, Rosie Ringer. I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. But setting that aside for now, what's important is that we discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was shared by none other than our victim. When what was happening? Wait, so there is more. Oh, she will. I'll handle things from here, Emma. There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her. She may not give up the info voluntarily. That doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to. We're gonna play mind games. And also, thank you for the head cat. As we're seeing, she's very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead whenever possible. Oh lord. I think this is gonna be a hard one, Jess. See, I can see a little bit. Speaking of new sounds, this might interest you. I met one a few days ago. He was a very hungry young reporter indeed. A reporter with a very particular turn of phrase, similar to your own in fact. Brenton? Her name is Debbie Boyd. If I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. She told me about somebody she called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she? Tabby Lloyd, oh my god. Interesting. Talking about Miss Lloyd seems to make her lower her guard a little. I think we can use that to our advantage. I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't you dare leave anything out. Oh my god, I don't have much time. I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact. Good. Then you'll tell us what you know? What was that about a scoop? A scoop? How embarrassing. Professional journalist making a careless slip of the tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is. Oh my goodness, I was running low on time. Alright. Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it? Oh, which is it? Oh. No! Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that doesn't give me a lot of time. Okay. Oh no, I'm gonna fail, aren't I? Let's not mention the fact that I handed in my badge, shall we? Your mutterings about murder just now. I gather that your scoop has something to do with a homicide? Not the most skillful evasion I've heard in my career. Uh-oh. Okay. We gotta hurry up because I don't have much time. That you tried to infiltrate an underground auction. It only stands to reason that you observed something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about? If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, does that mean you did hear the sound of something? Something during your time in this room? Okay, we gotta hurry. Oh my god, I'm on borrowed time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Will I make it? Oh my god. So much left! You told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it wasn't important, but it must have been. Otherwise, I remember it. I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the cry of a murder victim. Oh my god, it's so small. I barely made it. The murder was witnessed. Must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. Maybe it was the sound of Kay falling. That's probably what it was. You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true? Go ahead, Steven. Model, huh? I need you to describe the murder in detail. It's vitally important. Did I do the wrong one? I might have. Oh, the clue. Okay. Right, I thought you were honester than everybody. I can't imagine that being so vague on the facts is a trait valued among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story. It seems your so-called information is not credible after all. Oh, you can prove it, can you? Ow. Okay. Yeah, man. Be honest, Miss Hart. I know there's something you're still not telling me. Okay, so I did do it in the right order. Whew. And checkmate. I know you've been keeping something from me. That something is proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell. And that's checkmate. Oh my god. I almost failed at that one moment. Oh my god. Well, it happened. So it's time to tell us everything. And who was it that eventually appeared? I'm not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. The sound of someone counting bills, perhaps? Wait, so two people came up on the elevator? So you didn't see the moment of the murder? Dainty? And could we see this photograph? That's... I'm sorry, I blanked out. Soke's ring-coated assailant also attacked the victim here in the storeroom, then proceeded up to the roof where they assaulted Kay. There's only one person in this picture. Where is the victim? So are we saying the victim disappeared? No, maybe she was put in the box. How did you know it was a killer just by looking? Funny, I find journalists a struggle to understand as well. I think he put the victim in here. It's the only thing that makes sense. Could you at least try to make things a little... I mean, could you at least try to take things a little more seriously, Fender? It's not Cave I'm worried about, it's you. Except for the fact that it's nowhere near big enough. I really don't think so. And anyway, we have more important things to be investigating. We can theorize about the elevator once we're done. Do I have more? Yeah, I mean, nothing else. So, put them together and see what happens. Storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, and you'd expect the body to have been up here at some point as well. But think back to what Miss Hart told us about how the customers left the auction. Do you remember? Exactly. The killer would have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery. The question is, where did they hide it? Emma, if you would mind putting your skills to work for me now? Very well. And I'd like you to check for blood residue. Luminol test, in other words. I've never seen somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before. I still think it's in here. Yes. See, I was right, it is in here. But how could it have gotten there? I mean, why not? Might as well. Ah. Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say. Alright, and that concludes this phase of our investigation. Blood in the clothes box can only mean one thing. This is where the body was hidden. I'm certain of it. Haven't the foggiest. Still, it's a very helpful discovery. What do you mean? Wait, oh no. I missed the words again. Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? That's odd. Because it doesn't look to be wrapped in chains any longer. I think we've examined all we can now. When did those two start getting along so well? It leads into the committee room. I love how you looked around like, huh? This room. Which is the auction room. Okay, but give me a second. Bella wants to get out of the room. Alright, I think after this part, I will end stream. Because again, it is a little bit late. And dinner will probably be ready soon. Wait, but she's... to the streets. Bro said he belongs to the street. Why do they have them inching closer like that? Thank you, Franziska. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, why'd he catch a stray? Francisca. I still believe Kay to be innocent. He no longer has a right to an opinion? My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I've chosen. I haven't stopped. I've simply cleared the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road. All the way to the truth. So don't you think for a second that my conviction has changed? I'm every bit as dedicated as I ever was. Oh, so that's how he got it down here. Actually, it's not. Oh, so her blood dripped down in front of the statue. Oh. Ooh, it's becoming clear. Shut up. Damn, she called him pathetic. I'll be very happy to. Settle in, Francisca. I'm about to pave that road with incontrovertible evidence. Rebuttal. Aww. Yeah. Do we still have the... Yeah.
Objection!
If I remember correctly, what discovered in this room was located at the foot of the goddess of a justice statue. Except, that may not be true at all. Take a look at this if you would. It's a bloodstain we discovered in the storeroom directly above the committee chamber. As you can see, the blood we found looks to have dripped through the room, but dripped through to the room below. In the elevator it dripped down from. Ah, you noticed. Then you will agree that the murder cannot, in fact, have happened in this room. I'll put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above. Only afterwards was she moved down here. The goddess of justice did not witness a murder. She witnessed the killer trying to cover their tracks. Why is she smiling? Just remember it said that she hit her head post-mortem, so that's probably where the extra blood came from. As insightful as ever, Francisca, but you played it right into my hands. You're correct. There's far less blood upstairs than one would expect. The question is, why? Alas, your explanation doesn't account for why there was blood in the storeroom. in the first place. Surely you don't think some spatter managed to shoot itself all the way up there, do you? Bro. No way indeed. It's completely impossible. So how about this? What if this explains the difference in the amounts of blood observed? Weapon was removed here. Right, because they said, like, when you're, like, stabbed and you keep it in, it, like, lessens it, and then when you pull it out, it's like, like a waterfall. The victim died of 3 stab wounds, wounds that would have bled profusely. Shut up. Half-baked, hair-brained rookie. Ale. The stab wound bleeds heaviest at one particular point in time. Precisely. I believe the body was brought down to the committee chamber with the candelabrum still in its chest. And then, when it was finally removed, it created the difference in the amount of blood we see between the 2 locations. I imagine they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here. As we know, Ms. Ringer's keycard was used late last night. Judging by the time listed in the record, I'd hazard a guess that it was used by the killer when they entered the room to create their elaborate setup. Perhaps because a person with a face to hide would fear the storeroom being found in the investigation. If they were involved with underground auction, they couldn't afford to have their dirty secret exposed. You should take a look at the storeroom for yourself. The items up there tell quite a story. One that should more than explain what was going on here last night. There's something just beneath the surface of this case. Something bigger than all of us. And Kay's only crime was to have bad fortune to fall right in the middle of it. Hyperbolic? Me? Surely you're the one making a mountain out of my perfectly reasonable molehill? You're working with Interpol on international cases, so why are you investigating a domestic murder? I'll tell you why. Because this case has something to do with the smuggling ring you've been chasing. You followed the trail of items being smuggled by the ring and wound up here. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me the something I sense isn't related to any of this. You did the right thing, detective. So am I right, Francisca? Is this incident part of the broader case you're working? Was the underground auction already on Interpol's radar? And then you knew, didn't you? That the auction was being held here in this chamber. I don't think she's her biggest fan, no. Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed. And it seems they were wearing the exact same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. That if Miss Hart is to be believed, the ringleader is dead. I guess that means your journey here today was wasted. Fine by me. You may find that your whip will go sorely underused this round. Alright. I'm afraid you might have to. There's a serious hole in your testimony. And I will. Time to take Franziska's testimony to task. Is it the fact that, like, people go... Okay. Just see what he says. Okay, so pressing. Just press everything. You can see that point rather easily. I can't help but be suspicious. And how exactly did you come to that conclusion? And of course, that storeroom was where the items were to be sold in the auction were being kept.
Hold it!
So you believe that the victim and the ringleader were one and the same? So I did. I was merely confirming Franziska's reasoning in order. Can't quite tell if they love or hate one another. I'd be very surprised if there was some love between each other. How exactly did they manage that, may I ask? His heart was in the storeroom too, remember?
Objection!
So you're saying the killer was hiding out of sight while they awaited the victim's arrival? You think that happened afterward? Would you mind adding that statement to your testimony, Franziska? Oh, do we present her testimony? Can you look at it again? Yeah, right?
Objection!
Here we go, we're making progress. It seems you're one step behind yet again, Franziska. The auctioneer was not in fact the victim, and I can prove it. It's the statement Miss Hart gave us. Calm down and listen for a second, Franziska. Miss Hart witnessed at least some of the events surrounding the murder, and she confirmed that the auction continued even after the murder had occurred. How would that have been possible without an auctioneer, It wouldn't. So you see, the victim couldn't have been the auctioneer. She was one of the attendees. As I've been saying since the start, there's no way Kay can be the murderer, because she had been pushed down the hatch by her assailant and knocked unconscious at that time. By that time. So then, who was the victim really? The victim must not have been the auctioneer, but an attendee. I know that sound all too well. Hello, Verity. Celsius. They say they're all sorts of families, but I'm not sure if these two are what they meant. Wait, Miss Verde is innocent? Yeah, because you don't want to get your ass caught, sir. See, I knew he was sus the moment he was like, yeah, I want to get this over with as soon as possible. Everything I do knowingly. If you wish to prosecute me for it, be my guest. But know this, we have uncovered a new suspect. This person here. Miss Faraday was attacked by this.
Overruled.
Cherry blossom petals, like the ones on the roof. Worn by the victim whose fingerprints and blood were found on the hood. Nah, because her fingerprints probably got on there because she was trying to push them away. Like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you trying to stab me? And blood probably got on the hood from, like, I don't know, maybe somehow. No, this completely undermines our entire case. All our assumptions were based on the person in the red raincoat being the killer. But if they were the victim instead, then Kay remains at the top of the suspect list.
Objection!
No, Kay was attacked by that person. She's the victim here, not the aggressor.
Overruled.
Well, you can't just jump to conclusions like that. Kay's innocent. Hmm? Hmm? No, you're not. You can't be. It's true. True. You are a terrible judge.
Overruled. Objection!
Honestly, I really want to see her whip Verity. I really do. She deserves it. She really do.
Overruled.
This is a gross overreach of authority. I demand that you give us more time to investigate. You say my investigation is unlawful? What could be more unlawful than this? That's the thing, he doesn't have a job anymore. Listen, he already doesn't have a job anymore. You can't take away his badge anymore. He already gave it back. She is so corrupt. Like, she's corrupt in like a not corrupt way, you know? Man, as much as I want to continue, I gotta stop. Alright. Thank you guys for coming along with me with this journey. My goodness. There's so much going on. Like, what the hell? Clearly, the committee's up to something. Clearly. But won't know until next playthrough, which will hopefully be soon. Because I'm invested now. I need to know what the hell's gonna happen. Uh, Let me check stuff. I'm sorry, I can't English right now. Alright, send a soul to Maria. It's been some time. Again, thank you for hanging out, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. I will not be going live tomorrow. Well, maybe I will. You know what? I will. I will go live tomorrow. But first, I will be joining Siren and his friend as they talk about BL. And, like, I think it's like a whole rating kind of thing. I can't remember. But, yeah, if you guys want to see that, it'll be happening on Siren's channel tomorrow. I don't know if they set a time because when I first posted my schedule, they hadn't decided on one. But I will definitely let you guys know if they did decide on a time. And yeah,